Welcome, this is our second biology online extra class. This is Teacher Jeffrey. Let us go through questions about heredity. An experiment was carried out to investigate the inheritance of colored flower. In cross 1, a plant with blue flower, plant G, was pollinated by another plant with blue flowers, plant H. The resulting seed were collected and labeled batch 1. In cross 2, plant G was pollinated by a plant with white flowers, plant J. The resulting seed were collected and labeled batch 2. All the plants were of the same species. 50 seeds from each of the batch 1 and batch 2 were grown, and the number of plants with white flowers was counted. The results are shown in table 3.1. Batch 1, we have 12 white flowers, and in batch 2, 27. So the question is asking, in A, name the dominant phenotype in this experiment. The alleles controlling flower color in this plant are capital B, dominant, and small letter b, recessive. Let us try to answer which color is dominant. Dominant phenotype. This is a trait that will manifest or expressed frequently. Recessive phenotype. This is a trait that is present in the gene that is masked or do not manifest or expressed. It can only manifest if the gene contains traits that are homozygous recessive. So we are now going to identify which is dominant. Out of the 100, we have 39 out of batch 1 and batch 2, which are white. So it is less than that of the blue. So the answer is the dominant phenotype is blue, while the recessive phenotype is white. For question B1I, state the genotype of plant G, H, and J. Remember that the color of the flowers of plant G and H are blue, while J is white. The dominant color is blue and the recessive color is white. Try to answer the genotype of G, H, and J in the comment box below. Before we answer this question, we go back to the experiment. We have batch 1 and batch 2. Batch 1 is plant G crossed with plant H, and batch 2 is plant G crossed with plant J. If G and H are homozygous dominant, meaning there is capital B and capital B, the result of the experiment, they will produce plants with blue flowers because blue is dominant. But in that experiment, they produce white flower. Thus, plant G and H are heterozygous. Genotype is the genetic makeup of the gene, the traits that it contains. Let us now answer the genotypes of plant G, H, and J. For the plant G and H, its genotype is heterozygous, so it is capital B and small letter b, while J is a recessive, homozygous recessive, so 2 small b. 2I, state which of these plants is heterozygous. As we can see, plant G and H and J. Genotype for plant G is capital B and small letter b, for H it's capital B and small letter b, and J is small letter b and small letter b. Try to answer which of these three is a heterozygous. Heterozygous. It means different traits in a gene. The traits in the gene are not the same. One might be blue and the other is white. So the answer for this question is plant G and H. Plant G and H are heterozygous. Homozygous. Homozygous trait means that the traits in a gene are the same, blue and blue, and white and white. Question C, in the box below, draw a genetic diagram for cross 1 between plant G and plant H. For C, this is our genetic diagram. The first thing that we are going to do is to identify the genotype of plant G and plant H. So we have written capital B and small letter b for plant G and capital B and small letter b for plant H because they are heterozygous. Now we cross. We take the B and cross to B, capital B and capital B, we have capital B and capital B. Then the capital B to the small letter b in the plant H, we have capital B and small letter b. Then we'll go to the small letter in plant G. So we cross it with plant H. The small letter b to the capital B, we will have capital B and small letter b. Next we cross again to small letter b to small letter b. Then we have small letter b and small letter b. For its genotype, we can now see that the first is a homozygous dominant, capital B and capital B. Then it will be capital B and small letter b, which is heterozygous. Next again, capital B and small letter b, which is heterozygous. And the last probability is small letter b and small letter b, homozygous recessive. So for the phenotype that will be expressed, for the first it will be capital B. The second will be capital B, the third will be capital B, and the last will be small letter b. So the phenotypes will be blue, 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 and white. This ends our biology online extra class for today. This is Teacher Jeffrey. Bye for now.